The billion-dollar Powerball winner from last year is speedrunning being broke. This is Edwin Casto, the 31-year-old that won the record-breaking $2 billion Powerball in 2022. He chose the cash payout of just under $1 billion, and after federal taxes, he walked away with around $600 million. It's now been reported that he just bought an LA mansion worth $47 million. And this is his third house so far. He bought a $25.5 million estate in Hollywood Hills, and another $4 million mansion in California. 90% of people that win the lottery go broke in just a few years, according to this. Why is that so hard to say? 90% of people that win the lottery go broke in just a few years, according to this stat that I just made up, and this man already bought 3 houses in less than a year, worth 16% of his winnings. Now, I don't want to tell anyone how to spend their money, but that just seems absurd. And he bought all of this while currently fighting a lawsuit saying that the winning ticket was stolen. Jose Rivera is suing him and his landlord, claiming that he purchased the ticket and his landlord stole it and gave it to Edwin. This is an ongoing case, so it doesn't mean any of it is true, but legal fees ain't cheap.
Come on, people. Y'all was living on a fraction of all this money before y'all got this money. Y'all was making probably $40,000, maybe less. Why do you get millions of dollars and feel like you just gotta spend it? It's burning in your pocket. I mean, I get it. You want to get stuff that you never thought you could have. You want to live that life. I understand. But also, you need to have foresight that like, hey man, this stuff might run out. And then think about how much you did not like going to work. Think about the boss. Think about the coworkers that you probably didn't like. Think about everything, the customers, if you was dealing with them. Think about everything that you didn't like when you was at work. Think about it. Hard and long, pause. And think that you want to go back to that. I feel like, well, I don't know if they have the anonymity, I can't talk today. I don't think they have the anonymity, you know what I'm trying to say, the anonymous option of will you win? I don't know. If they do, I don't know. But I know if they do, take it. I don't know. Take it, I guess. But my thing would be to still work if you could. Like, not because you want to, just for a little bit. That way, and live off of the work money. Use your little stuff. You know, some stuff happens. Maybe get you a decent house. It ain't gotta be something. Just get out of the rough area if you're in one. Get a decent place. That's cool. You ain't gotta spend too much. Get a little decent place. If your car is trash, get you a decent car, something realistic. Get you a nice little Nissan, nice little Honda, whatever. Because you honestly, bro, you don't need all this stuff. If you was the anonymous part, or even if you won, that's gonna bring attention. Do you want that attention, really? I feel like it's not hard. I feel like it's really not hard. A lot of people who win the lottery be the wrong people who win, in my humble opinion. I don't want to say it like that. I mean, I don't even want to say it like that. I ain't gonna say they don't deserve to win, but they don't deserve to win. If I can say it like that, because they're not smart with it. But they deserve to win because everybody deserves to have a chance. Just be smart with it, man. That's all I really got to say.
10 biggest lottery winners who went completely broke. Number 10, Callie Rogers. Winning the lottery at just 16 sounded like a dream come true. Millions arrived overnight, but so did pressure, bad influences, and reckless spending. Luxury cars, parties, and impulsive choices drained the money fast. With no guidance, the fortune disappeared. Youth and sudden wealth proved a dangerous mix. Number 9, David Lee Edwards. He spent his jackpot on mansions, jets, and luxury cars almost immediately. Friends and family expected endless support. Addiction and poor decisions followed. Within years, everything was gone. He later died penniless in hospice care. Number 8, Janet Lee. She won big and became famous for generosity. Donations to charities and political causes poured out nonstop. But generosity without limits emptied her bank account. Legal issues followed, and bankruptcy ended the story. Even good intentions can destroy fortunes. Number 7, Alex and Rhonda Toth. This couple believed the money would last forever. Expensive homes, luxury travel, and gifts for others added up quickly. Financial planning was ignored. Eventually, bills piled up and assets vanished. Their win turned into a financial collapse. Number 6, Suzanne Mullins. She tried to live off loans backed by her winnings. When interest and payments spiraled out of control, the system collapsed. Legal troubles followed. The money disappeared faster than expected. Easy access to cash became her downfall. Number 5, Abraham Shakespeare. His life changed overnight, but not for the better. People constantly asked for money, favors, and support. Trusting the wrong people cost him everything. He lost his fortune and his life tragically. His story is one of the darkest lottery outcomes ever. Number 4, William Bud Post. Relatives sued him, businesses failed, and scams surrounded him. His winnings attracted constant chaos. Poor investments and pressure destroyed the fortune. He later lived on food stamps. Winning the lottery became his biggest regret. Number 3, Evelyn Adams. Winning the lottery twice should have meant lifelong security. Instead, gambling addiction erased millions. Casinos took back what luck gave her. She eventually worked regular jobs again. Luck alone wasn't enough. Number 2, Michael Carroll. Nicknamed the Lotto Lout, he spent wildly on parties, drugs, and fast living. Supercars and mansions came and went. The money vanished as fast as it arrived. He later returned to manual labor. Fame didn't save him. Number 1, Jack Whitaker. One of the biggest winners in history, he lost nearly everything. Theft, lawsuits, addiction, and personal tragedy followed the win. The money brought chaos instead of comfort. He openly said he wished he had never won. The ultimate warning story.
There's points in time when I say to myself, if I could turn the clock back 4 years and have my old life back and be just like it was and have nobody bother me, I would take it.
No way.
Absolutely.
You would have given up the $185 million.
Absolutely.
Prior to winning, did you think money would make you happier?
Yes. I think everybody does.
And now that you've won this mega sum, does it?
No. No. The money can't make you happier. When you win, everybody you know thinks they won too.
Aha. The indoor pool room.
The indoor pool room, yeah. Everybody's got to have one.
Greed and envy are words that now have added meaning for Larry Ross.
You hear people say behind your backs, well, geez, he bought this $1 million house. Why couldn't he give me $50,000?
So how have you come to terms with that?
No. No. Still struggle with it.
So you still feel guilty?
Yes. Yeah. Several people, I have just taken credit card bills, I think the highest amount was $20,000, and paid their bills, and they have come back 6 months later with $25,000 more. And at that point, you just, you say, I'm sorry, I can't do anything. And a lot of the people never talk to you again.
You have made a significant difference to us, Larry.
Oh, thank you.
Larry Ross has given away more than $10 million to charity. His local hospital has benefited from both his money
We were fortunate enough we kicked it off with a $50,000 contribution from my wife and I.
and his time. He's their most committed fundraiser. But after spending time with Larry, you see what a solitary life wealth can create, and you begin to believe him when he complains about the grief his great fortune has brought him.
If you could have your time over again, would you change it?
There's points in time when I say to myself, if I could turn the clock back 4 years and have my old life back and be just like it was and have nobody bother me, I would take it.
No way.
Absolutely.
You would have given up the $185 million.
Absolutely. I was never broke.
So why not give it all away?
Well, then you hurt the rest of your family. So I think maybe that's why. And if you gave it all away, I'm going to tell you something. People still wouldn't believe you were broke.
They say money does not buy happiness. I beg to differ. I get both sides because I like to look at things both sides, both ways. It's not gonna buy happiness, but it's gonna get you closer to it. Okay. It's gonna make people's lives better. You gotta think of the regular people. And it don't even, and a lot of the times, bro, it don't even have to be millions. Honestly, it don't. That's just like best case scenario over the OD. That's just OD. That's like the OD version of like, okay, I'm happy. But no, you got to realize some people are making $40,000, $30,000 a year. Even if they're making 60, 50, they still, especially in this economy, bro, it still is not enough. Hell, depending on where you live, 100 don't be enough. So if you just, and it don't even got to be a million, like I said, bro. If you won like $250,000, or if you won 500,000, $500,000, bro, that will increase your life. That would, if you're smart with it, that would at least have it to where, okay, you're still working. Maybe you invest in some smart stuff. You still work. And if emergency, some stuff happens to where it's like, dang, if I didn't have this money, I'll be just out of there. You can use that money. Don't be dumb with it. Don't be stupid. Don't do no stupid stuff. Don't do no frivolous stuff. Like I previously said, think about your job. Think about how much you didn't want to go to that job. Think about the employees. Think about your boss. Think about all this nonsense. Okay? and that's it. And maybe you win that $250,000 or that $500,000, you can probably you invest. You can, if you still want to work and just kind of ground yourself, you can do something that you don't mind doing as far as working. You can go work somewhere, you know what I'm saying, that you wouldn't mind. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you wouldn't have to do stuff that you don't want to do. You know what I'm saying? You could go work at Six Flags and maybe get free rides or whatever. Whatever you like. If you like playing guitar, you can go work at Guitar Center. I don't know that I know that some of these jobs gonna pay the most, but if you're passionate about that type of stuff, you can literally get paid to like be around guitars or be around amusement rides or go work. You know what I'm saying? Like go do security where you're just sitting there, you're just chilling basically, and you get a chance to walk and get stuff. I don't know. I'm just saying. I get why some people say money doesn't buy happiness. I get it. It's crazy.
Yeah, $1 million on a scratch ticket in the state of Virginia when I was 28. I'm 36 now, and I have gone through it all.
Down to zero.
Yeah. Ooh. So I am a part of that statistic that, I don't know, 80 or 90% of lottery winners lose it. I swore that I wouldn't be, but here I am. And
what was your take home? What was the take home after the?
Yeah, $766,000 was what the actual ticket was worth. It wasn't actually worth $1 million. I know that's what they advertised.
Right.
And then I paid taxes on that, so take home was $555.
Okay. And over the span of 8 years, you drained that $555 in your bank account to zero.
Yes, sir.
Can you, for the benefit of the listeners and a dark curiosity, can you tell us where that money went?
Yeah, so, I mean, obviously I bought the ticket, so I gambled to buy the ticket, right? So that never stopped. It was more so with casinos, sports gambling, etc.
The biggest lottery, winner but failed. In 2008, Jonathan Vargas won a $35 million lottery jackpot at the age of only 19. The first thing he bought was a huge mansion and a Land Rover. He then decided to fulfill his childhood dream and created his own wrestling TV show called Wrestlicious Takedown. The show featured scantily dressed women and sketch comedy, but apparently that wasn't enough to make it a success. After bad criticism, the show was canceled after just one season. All his other investments also failed, which made him bankrupt.
Bro, how the fuck do 70% of lottery winners go broke in 3 to 5 years, bro? Bro, that don't make no sense. You were living on like a fraction of this shit before. How did your broke ass know how to spend all this shit? Like dead ass. There's shit that's not even in my tax bracket that I don't even know about. I know there is. So it's just like, how the fuck did you even know how to spend all that shit and not recoup none of that shit back whatsoever? Nigga, you could have bought anything, nigga. A car wash, a fucking... I stay in Texas. I feel like a car wash, a donut shop, a liquor store, a fucking gas station. You can't go wrong. A smoke shop. You can't go wrong. How are you going broke after you win the lottery, bro? I just can't. I can't. There's no fucking way, dude. Dude, there's no fucking way, bro.
People who hit the jackpot then went broke from one mistake. Number 1, Michael Carroll, a British garbage collector who won about £10 million in 2002. He spent heavily on drugs, cars, parties, and gifts for friends. Instead of investing, he treated the win as endless cash flow. Within years, the money was gone. He later returned to manual labor jobs. The single mistake wasn't just spending, it was assuming the money couldn't run out. Number 2, William Post. In 1988, he won over $16 million in the Pennsylvania lottery. Within a year, he was in debt. He loaned money recklessly, invested in a restaurant with no experience, and trusted people who exploited him. A brother even tried to arrange his murder for inheritance. Poor decisions and zero financial planning turned a fortune into bankruptcy and a life back on welfare. Number 3, Callie Rogers. At 16, she became one of the youngest UK lottery winners, receiving nearly £2 million. Large spending, cosmetic surgeries, and supporting friends drained the money quickly. She later spoke about the psychological pressure and lack of guidance. The mistake was having life-changing wealth with no structure or maturity to manage it.
Woman wins $10 million, goes broke, and now has to go back to work. The vast majority of lottery winners go broke within 5 years, and it's always the same thing. House and car, house and car. Gotta buy more house and car. Good luck. Take care.
This garbage man wasted 9.7 million pounds, including spending 2,000 pounds per day on drugs. Michael Carroll, a 19-year-old from England, made headlines when he won 9.7 million pounds in the UK National Lottery. But no one could guess what would happen next. He splurged on fast cars, a mansion, and extravagant parties, which earned him a reputation for reckless spending. Carroll also became a regular at bookmakers, where he squandered large sums of money on gambling. At the height of his fortune, he was reportedly spending 2,000 pounds a day on cocaine and engaged in heavy drinking, which further fueled his downfall. Carroll's lifestyle was plagued by criminal activity and legal troubles. He had multiple run-ins with the law, including being convicted of drug possession and other minor offenses. But then, something shocking happened to him. By 2010, just 8 years after his massive win, Carroll declared bankruptcy. The millions he had won were completely gone, leaving him penniless. He returned to living on government benefits and took on manual labor jobs, including working as a coal delivery man to make ends meet.
See what I was saying? If you'd have just stayed humble and just stayed down and just do what you're supposed to do, you would have stayed probably at that job anyway. You know what I'm saying, or whatever, or you would have stayed grounded. Now you have to go back anyway, and you're on government assistance. That is not the way to live. I don't know if you was already. I guess if you're already on it and you go back, then you're in the same position. Or if you wasn't on it and you go broke, super broke, and you get on it, you're in the worst position. Make that make sense. I don't get it personally, brother, sister. I don't get it. Why is you getting all this money and going crazy, man? You ain't got to do all that. Because honestly, if you really think about it, bro, if you really, really think about it, a big house, a house in general is nowhere but just a place to just sit down. A big place of places to sit down. I mean, of course, you're going to walk to somewhere to sit down. What am I doing right now? In my apartment, which is a house, a place to live. You're sitting down. If I go walk back there, it's a couch right there. What I'm going to do? Sit down. The room right there, master bedroom, I go in there, what I'm going to do? Sit down. Maybe get dressed. And then guess what? Sit down. When it's time to go to bed, I'm going to lay down. All it is a place to sit down and lay down. Honestly, I mean, of course, it's going to keep you warm, keep you cool, whatever. I mean, that's cool. But at the end of the day, you're just sitting down. At the end of the day, if you really think, if you keep it simple, same thing with a car. You're sitting down and you're moving. At the pure basis, all that other stuff, this is what I'm saying. I ain't saying you got to be just pity pinching. If you got the money, okay, get you a nice little Toyota, get you a nice little Honda. Something reliable. It could be new or it could be used if you really want to but get you something that's nice so you ain't got to worry about it breaking down. Get you a nice little, whatever year it is, 2026, get you a 2026 Toyota, 2026, whatever. Get it? Hey, you're good. You're going to sit down and you're going to get to wherever you're going. Okay? That's all you need. A house. Somebody's screaming. Hopefully they are okay. I don't know. But sit down. It's all it is. A house is somewhere to sit down. That's all it is.
Someone just won $314 million. Within 4 years, completely broke. Someone else won $27 million. 5 years later, living in a storage shed. Winning the lottery doesn't make you rich. And the data in 2026 finally explains exactly why. 70%. That's the percentage of lottery winners who end up broke within 7 years. Not some, not a few. 70%. Here's what actually happens the moment you win. Within the first week, 90% of winners are hounded by family and friends for money. Not congratulations, money. Your phone becomes a business line for everyone who's ever known you. Then the spending. Nobody taught you how to manage $10 million. You've lived your whole life thinking in hundreds. A mansion sounds great until you realize it costs $200,000 a year just to maintain. Then the scammers arrive. Lottery winners are 2.5 times more likely to be victims of financial fraud than the average person. Everyone has an investment opportunity. And you, suddenly rich and suddenly everyone's target, have no experience telling the difference. The cruelest part? Winners of mid-tier prizes, $50,000 to $150,000, go broke faster than jackpot winners. Because they get a taste of wealth without enough to weather the mistakes. The lottery doesn't make you wealthy. It hands you money without handing you the skills to keep it.
This is one of the dumbest criminals in North Carolina history. 49-year-old Michael Todd Hill's life improved when he purchased a scratch-off lottery ticket from a gas station in August 2017 and won $10 million. He ended up getting a lump sum of $4.1 million after taxes. The nuclear plant worker told the media he would pay off debt and financially assist his wife's business. At some point after his win, he started dating Kiana Graham, and by July 2020, they had been together for 18 months. They were in a hotel in Charlotte, North Carolina. When Hill realized his 23-year-old girlfriend was texting other men, he put a bullet in the back of her head. He left the hotel, and a maid found the body soon after. Hill was soon arrested and confessed to authorities. However, he pleaded not guilty and went to trial in 2022. He was convicted of first-degree murder and later sentenced to life without parole.
Lottery winners, I think 80% of them go broke within 5-10 years.
Yeah, 100%.
Money doesn't fix the problem. You could give money away to all the bottom people, it would funnel back to the top.
100%, because they wouldn't know what to do with it, right? And then when they spend it on the wrong things, they're going to put the blame on someone else. People don't get it. What it takes is selfless actions, bro. That's what people don't really want to admit to themselves. I didn't become a millionaire until I was around 33, bro. I grew up in this small little town in Pearl Valley. I grew up in a little trailer in this town, literally with no opportunity. The only employment there is like working at the store. There was one store in the whole town. We didn't even have concrete outside of our trailer, bro. When it rained, we used to have to wear a little grocery bag around our shoes. No car, no millionaires in the family, no one really successful, bro. Like, I had to find a way out, bro.